Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, holy golden ones of the great celestial city of the central sun. Happy full cold moon in the sign of Gemini. Christ is love, and this realm is being flooded with the highest love and light, directly from the Most High, the greatest mystery of all, Source Creator. I am the way into the kingdom of heaven within. Feel into the divine presence within your sacred vessel, your Buddha consciousness we call pure awareness. We are in day 5 of the Red Serpent Wavespell, and the 4th day of 10 Galactic Activation Portals in a row. Today is Keen 109, Red Overtone Moon on the Mayan calendar. And with these intense energetics flowing in from the great central sun, we had some powerful overtone frequencies appearing on the Schumann charts as a 19 Hz pulse, and another big blast, a 5th dimensional gamma plasma wave at 33 Hz. Master number of divine ascended mastery. We also have new beautiful light language patterns showing up on the Schumann charts in the lower banding. No thing to gain, no thing to lose in this game of life. The I Am presence is the still white magnetic light at the center of your beingness. All is coming into the light of this great revelation. All is being revealed in the honor and glory of the true nature of the universal one. The one law is the sacred pulse, the heartbeat of the cosmos, the rise and fall of the breath of life. Everything follows this one law. From the silence emanates the sound. From the stillness comes the simulation of motion. All returns to still center while remaining awake and aware. It is in the gnosis of the I Am that we are healed and freed from all suffering. In this now we are redeemed, for we have fulfilled our divine covenant by holding the sacred ark within our secret crystal chamber, within our heart center, never to let it dull, but to shine it out gloriously into the field, to uplift all in its path. All children of the sun and the earth are being released from the shackles of false programs and programming, of dwelling within the valley of the shadow of death. With the courage of our Lyran lion nation, we rise in the grand return to the wilds of our innocence, with all we have learned and accomplished in our great expansion of consciousness. Keep rising into the divine presence of the clear light of bliss. Aho! Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today from our New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And if you could please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm to get our energies, our messages, and our gnosis out to more of our team of the 144,000. We are grateful and appreciate all of you and your support. Now with these intense energies coming in, we had many activations all over Pachamama again today with 120 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. The most powerful today, 6.0, Prince Edward Islands. This was at 20:05 UTC, 47.1 latitude, 33.455 longitude. This is in the ocean south of our beloved Africa and between Africa and Antarctica. Earlier today in Puerto Rico, 3.7, 37 into 73, heaven on earth, new Atlantean energy coming in. Attica, Greece, 5.1, in the sacred portal of Tajikistan, where the 3 most holy mountains of the east merge together into the trident, the Trinity. Tian Shan in the north, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun in the middle, Himalayan in the south. We had a 4.7 activation in the sacred portal. El Salvador, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 4.5, Council of 9 energy. East Timor, 4.8, 12, Divine Goddess. La Libertad, the portal of liberation, Mexico, 4.6. Greenland Sea, 4.7. Lombardy, Italy, And the Sacred Portal 4.5, another 9-9 portal activation, 9910 degrees, Sky Nation, British Virgin Islands 4-0, Chagos Archipelago with a 4.9 activation, 13 Divine Goddess. This was in the Indian Ocean, just south of the equator. Puerto Rico, we had another 3-0. Northern Alaska, Crown of Lemuria 3-0, 33 Mastery. Tonga 4.7. Costa Rica, Central America 4.3. Guatemala, Central America 4.5. This is the Kundalini rising through the central channel of Pachamama. Indonesia 5-2. South America, Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama. We had in San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina 4-4, Divine 44, 188 kilometers depth, 88 Lionsgate, Lyra Nation. Indonesia 4-7, Central Alaska 3-4, Yucaipa, California 3-0, Taiwan 4-0, then the most powerful Prince Edward Islands 6-0, southeast of Loyalty Islands 5-1, Indonesia 4-7, El Salvador, Central America, again another powerful activation 4-1, northern Qinghai, China 5-5, fifth dimensional energy, Itsu Island, Japan 4-6, Andaman Islands, India, with a 5.3 activation. The whole grid again totally lit up and activated. The meridians, the channels, the ley lines, the dragon lines all running clear and free. The chi flows smoothly through Great Mother Earth. As Gaia rises, we rise with her. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 27 degrees, 18 minutes Gemini. The sun is at 27 degrees, 29 minutes Sagittarius. Current Sabian symbol for the sun, an old bridge over a beautiful stream in constant use. Very specific. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 28 degrees Gemini. Society granting bankruptcy to him. A man leaves the court. Been there, done that, from astrologyweekly.com. Very interesting symbolism. Now my Sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Beyond Lemuria, from Izzy Ivy. And the card she pulled for you today, very powerful and auspicious. Card 37. 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth. And get this, one of our most powerful portals on Pachamama, our sacred Mama, Mount Shasta. Your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are, star beings, sacred power places, unexplained mystical phenomenon, intuitive messages and downloads, dreams and visions. Aware that their entire continent would be destroyed, the Lemurians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with the Lemurian people, as it was one place they journeyed. There are many tales of multidimensional beings living inside the mountain, and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomena here. When I received the intuitive message that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging theme of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit this mountain and channel a painting on it. After a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambiance of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card is what came through. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through light code, and interconnected glowing grid lines lay over the entire earth. I have experienced these luminescent grid lines before. I have been told I can put my hand into them and connect my healing light with all the other lights doing their work across the planet. During my time at Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lemurians were to star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lemurians being of mixed origins from throughout the universe. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but it felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if what was depicted spoke beyond the mind. I was quite perplexed at what the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be until the following was revealed. I planned to include symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. The creation of these cards has been a profound unfolding, and when I sought guidance I received the message that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each of the chakras. You can find them on the bottom left-hand side of the chakra cards. The image is the seed crystal that this whole deck is based around. Aho! Now today from Isis Channelings, Full Moon of Magic Manifestation. As we approach the culmination of this Isis Nephthys mirror gateway of rebirth, resurrection, and magic. Manifestation December 12th through the 21st on the solstice. It is preceded by a full moon at Silver Gate of Man, opposite the sun at Golden Gate of Ascension. The alignments are in place to move out of the old karmic cycles into higher ascension spirals. This triple trinity gateway, 12-12-21, 333, super consciousness, intention, manifestation, is the fertile soil for magic manifestation, for the opportunities that it brings of inner union, sacred marriage, can be experienced in our outer reality as magic manifestation. It is the union of the twins, when the superconsciousness, Nephthys, is ignited by the magic alchemy, intention, of Isis, that allows for manifestation in physical form with the help of Khnum and his potter's wheel. Not only are these powerful energies to catapult us into higher ascension spirals, birthing with the new light at solstice, but also closing old karmic ancestral cycles and their physical energetic influences. Chronic physical ailments, disease, as the third aspect of this triple trinity in Khnum, the creator god who can be called upon to sculpt into physical form a whole level of new. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sake na from isischannelings.wordpress.com. And today from the Order of the Star, Gemini Full Moon, December 2021. The last full moon of 2021 falls on December 18th and 19th at 27 degrees of Gemini, which just so happens to be directly opposite the galactic center. The galactic center is believed to be the heart of our galaxy and home to some of the most potent, magical, and mysterious energies in our cosmic skies. With the full moon directly opposite this sacred point in the sky, the energies are likely to be powerful and may even feel like they are out of this world. Under this lunar energy, we may also find it easier to connect with the starseed within and galactic beings. We are the universe expressing itself in human form, and meditating on this idea, feeling into this thought space under the Gemini full moon may unlock a new and higher state of consciousness. Full moons have a way of drawing things out of us. They are the peak of the lunar cycle and tend to bring things to the peak in our own lives too. As this December 2021 full moon is following the Sagittarius solar eclipse, we may find that more illumination arises. Whatever was stirred up for us at the eclipse may now step into full view, allowing us to see things clearly. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, is very active under this full moon too. Jupiter magnifies whatever it touches, but it also holds the gift of allowing us to see the silver lining. As our perspective expands, we are able to open to more opportunities, more solutions, and better ways of looking at things. Whatever has manifested since the eclipse, the expansive lens of Jupiter promises to bring some sweetness, or perhaps a new and more positive frame of mind. Use this beautiful full moon energy to stretch the dimensions of your mind and to see things from a broader and brighter perspective. Know that this full moon shines a light on the solutions you are looking for. You just need to keep an open mind and trust what comes into view. Gemini is represented by the twins. One twin is mortal, the other immortal, signifying the balance between the physical and the spiritual. We are both a body and a soul. We have a human life and a spirit life. We are both human and being, and it is looking at things from both of these viewpoints that may help us to find the answers we are seeking. As it is the last full moon of the year, it is also a good time to check in and do away with all that you no longer wish to carry with you into the new year. While the Gemini full moon carries some strong galactic energies and some sweetness from Jupiter, there are other events brewing in the cosmic skies that could also influence the energies we are experiencing at this time. Shortly after this full moon peaks, Venus, the planet of love, relationships, and money, stations retrograde. The day a planet stations retrograde is when it is at one of its most powerful points. Venus retrograde may stir matters relating to the heart and the relationships in our lives. These relationships are not just with others, but also our relationship with money and the things that we value. As Venus is stationed retrograde close to Pluto, the planet of power, we may find a new sense of power budding within our heart center. We may even feel more empowered to make heart-led decisions. Alternatively, we may also find that this Venus-Pluto dynamic highlights where we are not standing in our power and where we need to find more balance in our relationships with others. This energy may also expose power struggles in our relationships and where we need to release or regain control. Along with the energy of Venus and Pluto, we also have Saturn and Uranus getting ready to form their third and final square for the year. While Saturn and Uranus have been doing this dance all year long, under this full moon we may be feeling the cumulative effects of this energy. This may manifest as feeling a push-pull between freedom and boundaries, but also a restlessness when it comes to how to approach something. Saturn wants us to follow the rules and fall in line, where Uranus wants us to think outside the box and do things differently. Saturn represents the past, whereas Uranus represents the future. In order to balance these energies in our lives, we need to acknowledge the lessons and wisdom of our past, but now look forward to the future and to the new possibilities that may lie ahead. We may also have to take a leap of faith and take a new and innovative approach to some of the old and outdated actions we have been taking. Under this full moon, how can you do away with past habits, thoughts, and attitudes that block you from feeling free and expressing your truest self? So while the December full moon is sweet and offers to illuminate things for us to see a new and brighter perspective, there are other cosmic activities occurring in our night sky that may bring some heightened energy. As this full moon falls in Gemini, looking at things from both a human perspective and the perspective of spirit is going to be our guide. From foreverconscious.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, there is an intensifying energy which is building up into a powerful crescendo, bringing in a massive lifting of the souls who are now operating fully in the new earth, in the higher dimensional state, into a higher state of co-creation with love and in unity with the new golden age. With this, a mass opening of the sacred heart is occurring in those who are awakening, and those who will awaken in great surges now. I am constantly being reminded of water lately, the living waters of life. This wave of energy is literally like standing under a massive waterfall, being cleansed and purified, refreshed, reborn and reactivated, and then allowing the waters to not only wash within and without, but through you. Thus you become the waterfall and the living waters, and thus one with it and all it flows into. The living waters indeed embrace the power of love, unconditional love, infinite love. This will literally bring about a mass heart opening of humanity, where divisions and separation are washed away. The heavenly floodgates are opening, torrents upon torrents. Just allow the waters to wash into you and out of you, and become as one with the waters. Flow, dissolve, flow. And you will find the waters will lift you into the highest Christ conscious and the infinite power of love and infinite power of one. All is one. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Blessed Gemini full moon family, a lot of lessons have been learned, and you're ready to flip into a new timeline, 616. You have successfully ended duality, and are ready to utilize this and gain more blessings. You are now in a very powerful and stable position that you can begin increasing upon. Since March, the feminine within has been releasing unhealthy attachments to the masculine. Emotional imbalances resulted in being overly dependent on the masculine. This imbalance reflected in the external world that resulted in not being supported in relationships. Going within and rectifying these imbalances has been very successful. Now your masculine is rising into its true divine power and position, 636. This full moon, you're achieving a perfect balance of the masculine and feminine, which has been the key to our ascension. This frees you from all the pain, negativity, and ghosting that you once attracted. You've healed yourself and your ancestors, and now it's your turn to expand into happiness and oneness. The mindset is shifting from negative to positive moving forward. Soon you will feel stable, bold, and confident to start making moves as a masculine-feminine team and unified field. This new you is a threat to imposters who can't get away with what they used to with you. If those kinds of people return from the past during Venus retrograde, they will be in for a big surprise with the new you. Continue focusing on the Holy Grail that the Most High is offering you. So much divine support is helping you continue to climb the ascension ladder and enter the bridal chamber. Joel 2:16. Gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, and those that suck the breasts. Let the bridegroom go forth of his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And today from Astro Mama, full moon in Gemini, abundance is a mindset. Your word is your gateway to freedom. Multiple perspectives plus duplicity abound. On December 18th, 19th, we have the blessed and fortunate full moon at 27 degrees of Gemini. The days leading up to a full moon are ripe with emotion and intensity. Full moons represent completions, fruition, and endings. Gemini, the third zodiac sign, deals with communication, curiosity, learning, play, and malleability. The full moon in Gemini is here to bring forth all kinds of news and verbal epiphanies. No other sign is as curious and communication-driven as the intellectual twin. Trying to hold a Gemini back from pondering and intellectualizing life is nearly impossible. These folks need to communicate like we need air to breathe. Their brains never stop. Their curiosity is endless. The ability to think outside of conventional reason is astounding. Expect to hear all kinds of news from various sources, and for your brain to be buzzing and humming with all kinds of ideas and plans. You might notice that it will be hard to concentrate and be focused on one thing at a time. Mutable signs, like the other mutable babes, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, are constantly doing 5 things at once and are here, there, and everywhere. The energy will be hard to figure out and all over the place. Grounding yourself will be challenging but imperative, as mutable energy is about dexterity and malleability. For folks who have their sun, moon, or rising signs, or any inner planets such as Mercury, Venus, or Mars around the 27th degree of Gemini, ±3 degrees, expect this full moon to bless you the most. For everyone else, check where 27 degrees of Gemini falls in your chart to see where these intellectual breakthroughs will occur. This is an excellent time to focus on bringing the final touches to a blog, book, or any other intellectual masterpiece. The quickness of your mental capabilities will be at an all-time high. Also, anything that needs to be communicated will also be highlighted. If you have been wanting to have a conversation but have felt stumped on how to express yourself, you could find that this full moon will aid in your ability to speak up. The downfall to this full moon could be around indulgence in talking just to talk or getting involved in gossip. Make sure that your words hold substance and value. Some could be quite chatty and go off the rails with their verbal expressions. The full moon in Gemini will be making a glorious and beneficial trine, 120-degree aspect to Jupiter, the planet of abundance, luck, and wisdom, who is currently in the sign of Aquarius. The full moon in Gemini and a trine to Jupiter in Aquarius could bring our deepest desires and dreams to reality. Something magical and mystical is sure to happen with this meetup. Since Gemini and Aquarius both deal with the intellect, Many breakthroughs around communication devices, inventions, and self-expression will be possible. Some interesting and far-out visions could also be supported and created at this time. The full moon in Gemini is here to open up your mind and heart to unlimited curiosity and play. Remember what play feels and looks like. Have we adulted to the place of no return? If so, no worries. This full moon will remind you of the power of your imagination and the beautiful existence of being in the moment. This social and whimsical full moon wants you to honor your lighter and more carefree side. Again, this might have been lost among all of the recent heaviness and constant news of upset and sadness. The full moon in the sign of the twin wants you to honor your inner child with respect and delight. She is here to bring in all kinds of interesting communication, remind you of the power of flexibility and adaptability, and to allow you to honor your inner child's call for freedom and adventure. From astromama.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Eric M. Roth of Inspiral Nexus and Shamanic Astrology Mystery School, Venus stations retrograde. On December 18th, Venus begins its final leg in the 19-month-long synodic cycle, 584 days, by stationing retrograde in the sign of Capricorn at 26 degrees 29 minutes. Venus retrogrades always take place every 19 months, but this incarnation of its retrograde cycle is rare due to its conjunction with Pluto and Capricorn at 25 degrees 31 minutes. The whole month of December, these two planets are within 5 degrees of each other, as Venus hangs out between 22 to 26 degrees Capricorn this month. There are also two conjunctions with Venus and Pluto, and the first conjunction took place on December 11th at 25 degrees 19 minutes Capricorn. This is a combination of the feminine principle and Kali, expressed as the circle of grandmothers with the primal earth. With Venus nearing the end of its journey, which began all the way back on June 10th, 2020, in the sign of Gemini, when Venus last rose as a morning star, and otherwise known as the helical rise of Venus. This last part of its ascent phase is the step before the metamorphosis in January, when Venus moves between the Earth and the Sun. Retrograding Venus lasts until January 29th, 2022, so it's about 6 weeks total. The station point of Venus retrograde is just within 1 degree of Pluto, and Pluto's position on a natal chart of the U.S., playing a role in the overall Pluto return for America. In the sky, one can see Venus quite well at the edge of the Archer constellation, near the back and the head of the Archer itself. It can also be considered as in between the Archer and the Sea Goat constellations, at a point of an unknown but creative activity to make a future that is long-lasting. The most prominent star that could be part of the Venus-Pluto dialogue is Altair, which sits at 2 degrees of Aquarius, making it just barely within the standard 6-degree mark of stellar influence with planets. Capricorn is about the deep earth of form and function, management and structure, and a foundation for future generations. With the structures and systems experiencing a death, rebirthing, initiation all around us, it is time for the circle of grandmothers to step in with their ancient wisdom and knowledge for an emerging way of living on the planet and governing our lives. That's right, beloved beings of light. The only way to heal and make this place, this world, a beautiful, magnificent world is if the world is run by a council of grandmothers that love Mother Earth with all their hearts. Aho! And from our divine sister of the light, Leah Whitehorse, full moon in Gemini, Mercury in Capricorn square Chiron in Aries, Chiron stations direct, Venus stations retrograde in Capricorn. It seems like everything is happening at once, and it's hard to know left from right, right from wrong, fact from fiction. The full moon square to Neptune is a hall of mirrors, throwing reflections in all directions. Venus, unhappy with the reality, slowly retreats. It's time to reassess, reevaluate. We need to go over old ground, find out where and when we walled up our heart for fear of getting hurt. Somewhere in these parts lies gold, says Pluto with disarming intensity. We're torn between fear and attraction, past and future. Mercury, ruler of the full moon and square to station in Chiron, tells us there are hard conversations to be had, difficult choices in the wake of waves, and yet somehow part of us knows that there is potential to clear the air and the mind. With clarity comes connection. The sun sits on the galactic center, linking us to otherworldly energies, spiritual mentors, interdimensional teachers. Listen to the whisper of your soul. Times may be hard, but we can help ourselves and help each other. Visualize a circle of hands joining around the globe. We are all brothers and sisters. From LeahWhitehorse.com and from 13 Moon Peace Time. Our galactic signature today is Keen 109, Red Overtone Moon. Affirmation, I am Muluk Moon. I am your feeling and your consciousness. I help you. Remember God. Power. The power of Moon is our feeling. It is the world of emotions lying at our feet and waiting to be entered. Moon teaches us that emotions can change like the tides. Emotions are like water. Stagnant water gets polluted, just as suppressed emotions will pollute your body and soul. Let it flow. Feelings need to flow in order to remain healthy. Moon is all the water, the seas, the rivers, the water in your body, the water of the womb, your tears and your sweat. Find it to purify yourself. Keen 109, Precept 5. The program of the 13 moon calendar is a radical step, which is the whole purpose of cosmic history, to lead the soul back to the divine perfection of the order of the universe as it actually is. Cosmic history quote for Moon 6, Day 6. Every culture has its particular set of images and symbols that define the nature of mind and consciousness in everyday life. From 13moonpeacetime.com and from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 109, Red Overtone Moon. Overtone is the name for the number 5, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. This is the 5th day of the Red Serpent Wavespell, the 4th portal day in a row. Day 5 of any wave spell is powerful, and this one is on a portal day. That's a lot of energy to contend with, and the potential for people to be overwhelmed by this is certainly there. Luckily, today is Red Moon, which represents purification, universal water, and flow. The Red Moon demands that we go with the flow, chill out, and relax. This is because the moon's influence is so powerful that we cannot go against the tide. As it is a number 5 day, this suggests that we all feel empowered by going with the flow. Surrender to the universe, relinquish control, and trust that the tide is changing for the good of us all. There's nothing you can do about it anyway. This surrendering control is a purifying process, and on Red Moon days it's a good idea to have a lovely bath or go for a swim, visit a waterfall, or cleanse your body by drinking plenty of water. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Overtone Moon, 9, Muluk, Keen 109, 18th of December 2021, Goddess Radiance, 1812-2021 equal 935 equal 98 equal 17 equal 8. Day codes 18, social upheaval, conflict, 9, endings, destiny, service, humanity, grace, 17, immortality, legacy, 8, infinite abundant source flow, month year codes, 12, acquiring strength, wisdom, 3, Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, communication, 5, freedom, liberation, change, transformation, 8, infinite abundant source flow, Keen 109 equal 10, manifestation, leadership, authority, new beginnings, a powerful day for infinite empowerment. Day 5 in the Red Serpent Wavespell of survival, instinct, kundalini rising, life force, passion, and rapid transformation through shedding of our old skin. Today is a divinely feminine day. We are purifying, cleansing, and going with the flow, following our instincts to become more empowered. Allow the goddess to unkink your blocks in your serpent spine so your kundalini can flow freely. Purification and cleansing are highly favored today. purifying your vessel in preparation to hold more light. The Red Serpent themes of death and rebirth through the rising of the Phoenix energies is also synonymous with the death, crucifixion, and resurrection of Christ. An extremely potent combination as we head towards Christ Mass. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. Number 5 represents the creator, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today the goddess is commanding the flow of greater life force and vitality through her empowered radiance. Today is a very powerful day revealing the incredible power that the goddess wields. Red Overtone Moon is gently prodding us to listen, purify, and release through going with the new flow of life, allowing the potent energies to flow through our channel. If we resist, deny, or ignore the goddess, she will knock louder and louder until the power of the gentle stream turns into a raging river, forcibly demanding transformation through purging and purification, so that we must listen to the rhythm of our personal and planetary bodies. Today is a brilliant day to do ritual and water cleansing ceremonies of any kind and honor Pachamama on this beautiful day. Blessing of the waters and assisting in purification of our oceans, lakes, and waterways, which are the lifeblood of Mother Gaia and humanity. The survival of humanity depends on her pure waters. Today's question is, what inherited patterns can I release and purify in order to become more radiant and empowered? Divine blessings for the beautiful rainbow flow of your feminine intuitive energies through your pure vessel. In la ketch a la Keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 109, Red Overtone Moon. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to purify. Commanding flow, I seal the process of universal water with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of navigation. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations that we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to vote for us to continue bringing these transmissions to the world and help us continue this work, you can make either a monthly pledge on Patreon or a one-time donation to the links at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Pleiadian brothors and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, December 18, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Mystics reorganize harmoniously. Attention plastic transmitters. Single projector for unification in reverberation. 92% non-regressive. Ancestral releases and elevations take place. Mergers 90% non-regressive. Dimensional alignments at maximum activity. Soul strengthening and progress. Greater opportunities arise. Openings realign protocols. Visionaries keep coming for change. Pains continue to be supported. Neva plus R plus plus plus. 13th Akashic projector aimed to evaluate support. 12% non-regressive, Next 14, forecast of 19, authorized. Jeb and Cow, attention Neva, reverberation of certifying codes, 72% non-regressive. Initial cleaning, tube B, recorks in progress, 72% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, supporting anchoring on island of purification, from disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed full cold moon in Gemini, and this solstice window is fully open and activated, so we're bringing in this stillness energy, this 0 point energy, through our sacred heart center. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, and be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.